All right, so this is how to do a low, wide, kind of like a pasta bowl shape. I went ahead and centered and already widened my clay, and you can see this is pretty wide for how big this bowl is gonna be. And that's key to not having it collapse right in here, because that's where bowls tend to collapse when they're the low, wide type. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a slight opening. I am pushing with my middle finger on my right hand. It's kind of what I mostly, like these hands are along for the ride, but most of the pressure is coming from that middle finger. Now, when I open, I want to slowly be kind of coming up with my hand because I like my bowls to sort of have a continuous flow right from the beginning. So as I come back, I'm not like raising it dramatically, but you can see that that's a gradual slope. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take my sponge and compress this. Kind of gives it a nice smooth edge and also helps prevent cracking. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start pulling. And it doesn't hardly look like I opened it, but you're gonna see in a second where this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and push in to make that notch. It's a little bit more dramatic than normal. And when I pull, I'm sort of going up and out. I'm not sort of coming straight out, but I'm keeping it in this low, wide V shape. And every time I do a pull, I go ahead and make that notch. And I'm pulling in this wide V shape. Up here, I'm gonna sort of lessen my pressure from like here to here because I don't want this to get too thin, because then when I stretch it wider, it's gonna get even thinner. Okay, this will be my last pull. I'm gonna come up gradually. My inside hand is a support, but I'm also sort of like, since this is the last pull, I'm starting to come out. When you're making a set of pasta bowls, you would want to measure at all stages. So I'm not going to on this one because I'm making just a single one. And I'm not really pulling right now. I'm actually kind of changing the shape a little bit. All right, so now I'm just going to take a yellow rib and I'm going to push out using the curve. And I'm traveling down, down, down. Now I can push right here because I left enough clay down there, and that's part of centering wide. You know, I left enough clay right in there. If I didn't, this rib right there would cause this to collapse. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this water out, make sure I like the whole curve. Pushing it out, traveling down. When you get to this middle part, don't go past the center because you'll gouge it, right? So you gotta lift your rib up and go towards the center, and then go ahead and chamois, and you've got a nice low, wide bowl.